Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Hope you're having a lovely day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone it is for you. Boy, do we have a banger of a match for you today. It's Mr. Mario versus Favio. This could easily be a finals matchup in another world. And who knows, maybe it will still be. But due to how things shook out, we're getting it as a first round matchup this season. Your commentators for today are Lefty and Pyra. Folks, how are you?
Not doing good.
Yeah. So, thank you, Tobias. Yeah, this is a first round matchup between Mr. Mario and favio94. We've got, based on the stats that we're looking at, I think some of the individual numbers seem to favor Mr. Mario, which I think it's hard pressed to find someone in the community that wouldn't necessarily be favored. That Mario wouldn't be favored against. He's insane. Favio, a very good runner in his own right, though, and as we've seen so far in the top 32, anything can happen in any of these races. Everyone at this point is very, very good.
It's very much in any given race. Anybody can pull off the right move, the right play to get the dub.
Yeah, so I'm super looking forward to this this matchup. I think this will be hopefully a very, very good race. Yeah, as Cindy's saying, pretty much, I think almost anyone in this tournament can win this whole thing. When you have 32 runners, you get one person who gets hot at the right time, you get a couple good seeds.
Yeah, it's shouts to the tourney organizers. They wanted a more competitive tournament, and cutting it at the 32 in the way that they did, all 32 runners are good. You know, it's kind of nuts. It's kind of insane to watch sometimes.
Yeah. So it looks like today we have a vanilla light medallion start with a bolero, and we are starting as adult, so we're probably going to immediately get a good song check with the bolero play, is my guess.
Mm.
And we will be getting underway here. Immediate divergence. Fire Forest Shadow. Deku DC.
Fire Forest Shadow Deku DC. That's not bad at all.
Ooh. Early storms, you love to see that.
Mm.
So yeah, with I think that was Deku DC as our Spirit and Shadow medallion. Those are two pretty low item requirement dungeons, locking the big hint prioritization logic. So we might be dodging some shenanigans.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that. Maybe not that surprised. Fabio could have checked the first check in Fire Temple.
Yeah, I think it's always tough, when you get a bolero start like that, usually I'll consider it, but... Yeah, so our three foolishes are Domain, Water Temple being wet, and what I think was Hyrule Castle. Or was it Field? I saw Hyrule on both checks, but I didn't actually look at the second word, which is helpful.
Looks like it might be Hyrule Field, which, yeah, OOT is dead? That's interesting.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty nice hint to get right away, because you just know that Ocarina of Time's when you're two warps, Serenade or Prelude, so...
Which is great for not doing all dungeons, but potentially when it comes to child hiking and trying to route in your age changes.
Yeah, that is very true. One of the kind of differences with some of the quality of life things is the sped up age transition makes like age changing less awful, but in seeds where you don't have a good warp back as child, like maximizing your child segments and like minimizing hiking back and forth between, you know, Temple of Time and wherever you are is a big skill thing. And we are seeing a early hook shot in the windmill here. And both of our runners decided to skip river early, only to find an immediate river hint, which will probably push them both to go do it.
Logical Mitos access. Mitos skip access, whatever.
Yeah, Stars and Storms is actually two like pretty nice songs to get early, because like when you're going through Lost Woods as a child, you just get to be pretty efficient with checking a couple things that are like kind of easy to strand a little bit, so.
And so 30, 40, 50 are dead. Means 20 is a troll.
It do seem to be that way lately. So. Especially with the early river to Goma hint, you're really hoping that that's just like a K-sword available super early.
Yeah, not like some weird funky logic, because you mentioned already that, you know, the bridge access medallions are like low item requirement dungeons. If you just have K-sword chilling right in river, and it's super easy to get any number of things to beat Dodongo's Cavern. Like, was that a nut or a bomb bag in the...
I think it's a nut.
There was a nut? Okay. But, like, if you have Deku and DC done in, like, the first, you know, say 20, 25 minutes, you're a light arrows or a Path of the Hero away from Ganon's Castle access, which could open up some pretty crazy shenanigans.
Yeah. Until we go into river and we find like dins and we realize that Queso is buried in shadow super late and it's just gonna eat all of our hints.
Or it's like a din's fire to get a slingshot, you know, like...
Yeah. Oh man, this Dampe is bullying Mario.
Not letting him cut any corners.
Dude, okay, like, they made the change to make the fish more aggressive. I'm gonna go like conspiracy theory here, but I swear to God, since they made that change, Dampe has been more aggressive, and I think Dampe is a fish.
They share the same coding.
Yeah, and it made Dampe so much more aggressive.
Oh, yo, River. Wait, oh, we don't have ZL. I was like, Rush Ice, let's go.
Yeah, early bottle, but no way to get into domain with either hovers or zeal yet. We could get there very quick, but... Listen, out of context, that just makes me sound like a psycho. In context, I'm correct, and also a psycho.
And that's what matters.
Yeah, so... Yeah, and here's Mario leaving Cac to probably go upriver, chasing that hint, and also just getting a lot of information too. Like, I know River is a pretty popular just opener to just immediately make at night, go upriver.
It's kind of become a bit of the meta, if you will.
I wasn't even thinking about this, but yeah, the early hookshot gives us access to be able to recross over Bolero. So Fabio going back to DMC to...
What was that? Choose? Whatever it is, Mario wants it. Oh no! Yeah, the sling. Boo! Boo! I dislike this.
I kind of like it, just because you very rarely actually see path slings. And
yeah, but like,
so, okay,
the slingshot itself is just to like defeat Goma or whatever. It's not like the slingshot's gonna lock the K sword.
So it's not helpful a ton of the time, but in a weird way, it also is. Like, Goron City Evil's Bane, and we have
that's huge.
Oh, these are everything that you want to see in a Goma path location,
right? Oh, just perfect. Wonderful.
Yeah, no, this is super nice. And so, the thing is like if you're getting a slingshot hinted path, it usually means that something is super early. Like, it's very rare that you get a slingshot that locks both of their slingshots, unless it's like a very early, like, your first bomb bag's on target in the woods or something like that, or, you know, something's in Child Spirit and it expects you to get that super early. We do have Water Temple access, but water is also foolish, so...
Oh, wait a minute, we got a hammer. Okay. Alright, so...
Was that a forest to DC?
Forest to King Dongo?
Forest Temple to KD. Uh-oh.
Hey, there's 20 Skull.
You did this.
I didn't do anything.
This is your fault.
At least it was... No, it was hinted. It was hinted, so it's not a troll, okay?
It's hinted. God was one of our stones. We don't know if we need that. That's like the worst thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
These are both really nice people, and you've just, like, messed them up. Very quick Mido skip from the
that was wow.
Like, instant first backflip. I'm like kind of skeptical of Favio's little route to go like Bolero through Goron City and down, but it actually makes sense because you had storms. You could check like the top of DC.
He got the extra hints. Favio knows that the forest temples to the Dongos. So if we don't see Mario dip forest temple here, Favio probably will. And if the bomb bag's on like the Stalfos or in the first room or something.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh, okay. Well,
explosives
makes it a little moot, depending if that's a 5 or a 10.
Yeah, I mean the combination of hammer and bomb shoes is really nice because like you can check most explosive stuff with the hammer to save shoes a little bit more, but like obviously if you decide to go into DC super early, you're still gonna need to like light up the
ooh, nice. Dead hand dead.
Okay, there's confirmation that Ocarina of Time is Serenade, so...
It's probably best case scenario, because that means Prelude's still quote-unquote obtainable.
Yeah, and with like Water, Foolish, and a Stone, you hope you just never need Serenade to... There's the 20 copy. So both of our runners will get that same information pretty quick. Although the other one was just in reverse, so probably will see it.
And you know, there it is. Mario's not dipping into forest right away.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It is a medallion, but you also don't have Minuet. I usually will dip into forest if I don't have Minuet, just because it's kind of a nightmare to get back. Oh, we do have Minuet. When did we get Minuet?
Yeah, we just got it, so it was vanilla.
Yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm here.
That's okay. So that also means Saria's was what? Windmill, right?
Yeah, so...
Cacta, Phantom Ganon hint incoming.
That would be... Dude, Mario, calm down. What was that? Blue fire bottle. Blue fire arrows or blue fire bottle? What it was? There was a blue fire in Jabo. Favio grabbing his hammer, probably gonna do the same thing as Mario and dive through the Lost Woods.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. The little side hop tech, that was kind of cool.
Daruni is just a piece of heart. Oh, it's dead.
And with the bomb chews and everything else, Mario's going to be able to, like, essentially clear Goron City, where Fabio's going to have to come back. It's interesting. Like, Mario being somewhat rewarded for routing in the way that he has so far is going to be able to one trip everything.
Yeah, did Fabio not do the Wolfos as well? Or I guess he hasn't gone out to.
No, he came out
okay.
to do
yeah.
Kokiri first, and he is opening the chests. Oh, probably looking for bomb chews. Oh.
Not only looking for, finding.
Oh wait, was that a bomb bag? Or is that bombs?
It was bomb chews.
Oh, no, the hint. Oh, toilet dead. Okay, that was a toilet dead hint. All right. Oh.
Yeah, explosives doesn't seem like it's gonna be a huge issue at the start of the seed. I'll be curious to see. I'm pretty sure both of these guys are good enough that they might know the bomb chew KD strat.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Okay, never mind. You just get a strength.
Yeah, no.
No, see if I care. Game's
Strength path to evil's bane.
True.
We know Daruni is dead, so the only checks left in Goron City are the pot and child rolling Goron. And now that you got the strength, Mario gets to continue his one path and one tripping through everything and sweep through Dodongo's cavern.
Yeah, no, this is turning out to be a very good early game path here.
Oh, yeah, and now getting the Forest Temple hint, but you have Minuet, so you just go right back after you beat Dodongo's.
Yeah,
which is actually, you wouldn't even go back now because you're going to beat Dodongo's.
Yeah, and in a little bit of a way, like, who cares? That's probably just a bomb bag, and you have enough explosives to get by for now.
Right?
Ooh,
magic. Ooh.
Having hammer, having it equipped, and still just a lot of items at us early, it's kind of getting... It's making me uncomfortable. I'm not used to seeds being this nice. First they're sweet, then they're sour. Upgraded, then randomizer seeds.
Skullmask dead?
Yeah, so if that shrine
is still opening up small chests.
Yeah. I am a little surprised by that, but also, like, I don't know. It's early enough that why not?
Hmm.
He does only have 10 shoes, so like he's thinking kind of long term of like maybe I'll just skip the bomb bag for a bit in forest and try and make these shoes last as long as possible. Okay. Games. The game continues to just hand us everything we need.
Nice, nice.
So, I was gonna say it would be interesting to see if there's something like here in DC because of the strength path to lights. But that Dins is actually just purely hammer locked, which we don't have logical hammer yet, so. There's gonna maybe be some weird logic to get to the bomb bag because of the hammer location being either hovers or scale locked. Maybe your first bomb bag in forest is behind the strength one. Are we actually? Is that true? What the hell?
Well, there's the bow.
Yeah, we're like 4 items from go mode.
Oh, well, hey, well, here's another big chest.
DC's stacked.
Oh, there's a scale.
Which is strength or bomb locked. Yeah, we have forest completion now. This is crazy. So we'll just go see what the path is, which is hopefully just a bomb bag, but... The logic of the seed's gonna get kind of funky, potentially.
Yeah, we haven't even been child yet, so like...
Yeah, I'm just thinking, if the forest to KD path is just like a bomb bag in like the first 2 checks before you need strength or bow, it puts like everything that we found in logic. If something is like further past that, then there's gonna be like another weird like there's another scale available somewhere super early, or hovers might be super early too, so.
Yeah, the Evil's Bane path and the Goma's path could be nasty. Assuming the Goma's path isn't just the slingshot to beat Goma.
Yeah, with how many items we've been given, I don't trust that it's the slingshot. I think it's more likely to be hammer. Which would make sense, because we haven't seen a full, I think. So if your Gaku is kind of eating your fire him, potentially, but not that like we're not guaranteed to get evolved in anyway, but it just makes it a little bit more likely if something's getting eaten that we just like won't see evolving. I hate doing choose on this eye without a shield.
Oh yeah.
It scares me.
Forcing you into that C-up position is just a pure evil.
Yeah, and like you have to like spam the like release button to get out of the C1 because the game auto like puts you into shoe, but then you want to spam the nut as quick as possible to get it to actually explode. Yeah, we're 22 minutes in. We have our first earned medallion. We can go get a second one super quick.
Responsibly buying a shield. We like this.
He's planning on probably just going straight to Forest, and Forest is one of the dungeons you definitely want a shield for. I'm really hoping he gets... Okay, the discount was great, because he only went in with like 29 rupees, or 89 rupees, and he definitely wanted to be able to do adult shooting here.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, even his shooting game is fucking nasty quick. Did you see how quickly he sniped those 2 blue rupees? What is this man? Those gamer reflexes, dude.
Meanwhile, I'm too busy blaming my emulator for going too far to the left. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Dude, these guys are
Oh.
zooming, man. Like,
I very NA aim. Oh, it's bad.
Fabio right behind them, killing KD. These guys have basically been doing the exact same thing, like slightly different order, ever so slight, like different choices and whatnot. The biggest thing is actually Fabio not having made his way out to Minuet right away. Mario save quit instead of.
Are we not doing Forest Temple?
Clearing Forest in this segment. Oh, he didn't know what his dungeons
Oh,
were. My guy.
Yo,
Okay,
all right.
I was confused as to why he wasn't just like immediately doing it, but this makes sense. Like, I actually also am guilty of not checking my medallions like right away.
Well, yeah, you start with a warp song, you're out of there. You know.
It's not just that, but I'm like, okay, my opener is my opener. Like, I'm not really gonna care, and the likelihood that I get something like, oh, worst case, like if CAC gives me all of my Forest Temple kit, like, but because of the hint, like, you get hints to dungeons, so like the hints tell you what are medallions and not anyway. So I'm like, my opener is likely gonna. Okay, everything.
There it is. We did it.
We did it. We're in logic, everyone. Congratulations. Ooh. Oh, Cindy, you've only played 1. I've played like 4. I did a qual, but where I didn't know what my meds were. I just never checked the. And it was one of those seeds that I think, like, path prioritization could have definitely screwed me, but I think I just got lucky, so. I think, to everyone's love and enjoyment in this seed, I think we are going to be subject to a double forest in a minute.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
Scott clears out this shooting gallery and a couple other things in CAC, I think. Oh my god, there's another big chest. Second bot bag.
Oh.
Okay. So it's not slingshot. We have taken away one of our possibilities for the Goma path.
So, iron boots or hammer?
Yeah. Or frogs 1.
Oh.
But yeah,
That's
I mean,
right.
River was stacked. This K-Sword could still be in many a place. Another big chest.
Oh?
Definitely
yo.
what I want to see with Rudos on 20 and a stone Jabu.
I didn't know you could get that with a jump attack.
Yeah, I didn't either.
That was kind of sick. That's just like, that's cool.
Do we love Jabu stone in this scene?
We already saw a boomerang chest hint that was dead, right? So like,
Yeah, I mean it's only 3 checks. The AD is like 100% dead. We do have a hook shot and a boomerang, which makes the goal collecting very quick, though. I'm just saying it was all.
mm-hmm.
Oh. We're 27 minutes in. We're hovers, lights, and K-Sword away from being good.
Yep.
And ZL, I guess. Jesus.
Which, again, is very cool, but also, so much of the seed is now open to us.
Yeah.
You can kind of go anywhere, do whatever you want.
We haven't even gone child. Oh, we know, like, everything else that we need in this seed is just sitting in the long lawn or something.
Imagine!
I mean, our runners can, like, they beat Forest here. We have a bottle, like, you have almost everything you need to do in fire. Like,
yeah, that's right, you have the bottle. Maybe you're banking on finding another heart container or something here in Forest, then you go straight to Fire Temple. You beat Fire Temple, and then you pick up your Temple of Time song before you even do Child 1.
yeah, like, I mean, we have Bolero, everything else we would need, so...
Oh.
Swag. Double Forest, cool. Let's go! Yeah, this is a baby seed. This is baby jet. Baby little baby seed. I'm not trying to curse the runners. I don't know what you're talking about. I want content. Right. I want more S8, man.
I was here for a long time. I wanted to be here for a long time, not a good time, alright?
That's why I'm commentating with you, because when I'm here. Yeah, but if you actively commentate curse, it doesn't actually curse, so I'm uncursing with my cursing. You can't, like, summon the commentator's curse, it has to just be...
like a triple negative?
Yes. Runners by intentionally cursing them. I think Mario was trying to do, like, one of the fast pushing strats, and I think he realized he didn't have hovers. So he did like a weird loop around before he did the recoil slash, which I usually do if I'm gonna be doing the like bomb jumps off the blocks, but you need hovers.
Probably just a little autopilot.
Yeah. I think with how fast we got everything, it's just like, oh, like fucking zoom in and go in.
Yeah, how do I not have hover boots? Yeah. I have everything else.
God, it's 30 minutes in, Seed. Come on, where the fuck are my hovers? Fabio grabbing his second slingshot.
Oh, bonk. Wait, did Mario actually see the chest there?
He must have.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, he was very confidently leaving, so...
Alright.
Clearly he did not want it, so... We should be able to, as he jumps through, like, just get the confirmation. I trust his peaks. Okay, or you can do that where we don't see the chest. Right, trust Mario. He's up, I'm sure. Yeah, he's, everything he has done is insanely quick. Like, even just the reading of the hint stones, that peak was, I think, half a frame where he was able to peek that.
Yeah, everything and the confidence, you know, like, not much really gets to Mr. Mario. Once he's locked in, he's like locked in.
Yeah.
Like, we watched him on stage, you know, at SGL play this well. So, you know, when you're kind of pseudo in that comfort of your own computer chair.
For any Ooter boomers who were around for the Trials of the Gerudo,
Yo.
Mr. Mario, Lefty, and I were actually all red masks, and it was basically a speedrunning event where the organizers gave you like little challenges, and every challenge was like a different routing or execution like trick thing. So you'd spend a bit of time like planning a route, and your whole team would try and go like optimize your routes and like do the best in the challenge you could. And I would like go back and watch Mario's VODs, and between like spawning an adult, leaving Market, and backwalking to River, he would beat me by like 7 seconds. And I'm like, I don't know how you save 7 seconds just running to River, but this man does it. He's crazy. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Fabio's staying like at pace with him here.
Realistically, the only difference between them is that Favio did Goron City before Lost Woods and had to double trip through Goron City. If Favio just doesn't double trip, they're practically tied right now.
Yeah, it's like it's just like the ordering of things. Like he played Bolero to run through Goron City and down DMT before going to River, and then he did like hold off on going to SFM a little bit later. And, like, that's the difference. It's just, like, 2 slight movement choices.
Oh, Mr. Mario missed the gamer shot, though, so gotta take everything back good we said about him.
Scrub. I can't believe it.
God.
He's lost his gamer mantle.
Utterly worse.
Oh, the fickle Uter commentators will sing your praises one moment. You miss one trick and suddenly you're washed up scrub.
Listen, it's really a what have you done for me lately kind of thing, you know?
Game in the top 32 here.
Yo, gold scale?
Gold scale. Gold scale. Okay, so I'm gonna cook here. It's definitely Hammer Path in River now, with that gold scale. Because Water's hinted foolish, Ocarina of Time is dead, and now anything that you could get with irons, you can now... Oh, there's Bottom of the Fountain. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
No, I see where you're going, though. Unless it is Bottom of the Fountain, it's Hammerlock.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, Tectite is reachable with, gold scale now, like, Toilet's hinted dead, Water's hinted dead, like, that's almost all of your irons required stuff. That's some psychotic shit. Praying for a double game crash to see more double forest.
Quadruple your forest, quadruple your fun.
Oh, God. I love Forest. I think it's one of, like, low-key the most execution-heavy dungeons because of all the, like, the Poe fights, gamer shot, like, some of your micro-routing decisions in this place. How quickly can you spot these shadows?
Yeah, and even with, like, the purple ghost here, the one that spawns in first is the one that you shoot, so you can actually attack it before it spins and save a few frames on each spawn here. So, like, all those little things add up, and your forest temple can be anywhere from, like, 12 minutes to, like, 17 minutes, you know? And 5 minutes is huge in, like, runners that are this good.
Yeah, even just, like... I mean...
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Like, the quick off the push.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just between, like, the amount of movement, some of the fights, like, you can actually save, like, a good amount of time in Forest if you have, like, really clean execution and movement and whatnot, so... I think without having hovers, some of your, like, micro-routing options aren't as available in Forest, so, like... Both of our guys just ended up doing the same route, because it was kind of forced, but when you have, like, a full kit with, like, hovers, bombs, you can do some interesting choices with, like, early keys, going to the push block room first, and going to the courtyard from Floor Master, blah blah blah, like... we're still not 40 minutes in this seed.
Right?
Let's see if he goes for the 0 cycle here too. I know he knows it, so see if he gets a good RNG for it, and also if he's going for it. Oh, I think that was Ganon. Like Ganon just didn't really play with correctly for some reason. It seemed like he moved over to the left a little bit earlier. It's the restun though. Tried to save it.
Uh-oh.
Mario.
I just had the lock and it's fine.
Yeah,
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
Mario's a gamer, confirmed.
Yeah, back to gamer status. Oh, see, chat's saying he's washed from that fight, so... Oh,
Wait a
okay.
minute. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, it's Schrodinger's gamer. Like, you're both a gamer and washed until you measure his most recent performance, so...
Alright, and there we go. Literally strength 1 to beat Forest Temple. Very nice.
Yeah.
How convenient. Flare Temple. Oh, full Fire Temple clearing.
Okay, that's actually...
It reduces variance, and when in your opinion, Hammer could lock Kokiri Sword, that actually is not bad at all.
Here's a scary thing, though, is because you know you have to go that deep, Pierre.
True.
We were talking about being able to... Oh!
Wait, was that Death Mountain Crater or Trail?
I thought that said Crater.
So, Crater to Goma?
Yeah.
Crater had storms.
It did have storms. So storms and probably Hammer at this point, both to Goma.
What does that mean? Does that mean storms locks a tunic or a wallet potentially?
It could. It could be just something really stupid like that. It's also actually... Oh! Yeah, no. Okay. K-Sword's just in here, I think. Because... So there's actually 6 paths. Or there's 6, like, rewards, right? Because you have 5 medallions and the light arrows. So there's 6 possible hints, and the game will try to hint every single one if it can. But we just got a double Goma path, so there's not going to be... There's probably no forest? No, there has to be a forest path. Because Minuet is just... No! There is no forest path because of lights. That's dumb. Yeah. So lights eats all of the forest items, and K-Sword might eat fire to get a double Goma. Yeah, because all of your forest required items are now required to get lights, so we're not going to get a forest path, and I think we're not going to get a fire path because I think K-Sword's going to be in here. And then we're getting a double Goma. Hint logic, baby.
Crack the code.
Yeah.
It does mean if Kokiri Sword's in here, then you just... Hover boots?
Hover Casino, baby.
Yeah, Hover Casino and your child opener to get ZL and Nocturne.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, we did need the signs still, so.
Yeah, but they'll just be in, like, sorry... They'll go to Lon Ranch, get Nocturne, play Minuet, get ZL. You know, it'll be easy. The way this is going.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident that Goma has eaten our fire path, and I think the light's hard eats the forest path because they're on Phantom Cannon, so we are still missing, I think, a bongo path, which could be helpful, but there's so many items out there that, like...
Yeah, as long as it's not like a Dodongo Cavern to Bongo or a Lon Lon Ranch to Bongo, and that's where Nocturne is.
Yeah.
You know, you're hoping the Bongo path hint is to Hover Boots.
Yeah. Yeah, and then one of the other things, too, was we kind of want to see a bunch of keys early so we don't potentially get Pierre locked, because a Pierre lock here would be pretty rough.
Yeah, well, okay, here's Pierre is hammer locked. So
Yeah.
we're not going to get Pierre, and if we're able to beat the dungeon because we don't get key locked by Pierre, what if Pierre has K-Sword?
Yeah. Yeah, it could be either. Yeah. I guess, like, there is a saving grace in that both runners are probably going to make this play, and then both would get Pierred together. So, like, it would feel bad for both of them individually, but it wouldn't be a time loss for either of them in a way. Yeah, there's no free Scarecrow, and also our Serenade is Ocarina of Time, so, like, getting your ass to Lake, both as a child and an adult, is such a huge time commitment that it's not shocking that neither runner wants to do that before just coming in here.
Oh.
Marina Greta Fairy? I guess maybe he just didn't want to burn it that early.
Yeah, I didn't think he wanted to burn it there. But it's rough because you're only going to spawn with 3 hearts, and even if you backwalk across the bridge, you don't have enough time to backwalk across the bridge, get up the chain fence, push the block down, and get into the next room. Because your fire timer doesn't reset from the bridge. Yes, he's trying to get hearts.
Yeah.
An extra half heart. I don't know.
I think he's fine because he still needs to go do the right side of the lobby, which will reset the timer. And then he'll have the ferry to burn as he's, like, riding the elevator up, so I think he'll be fine.
If that's where he wants to use the ferry, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really need the ferry, like, deeper into...
That is true.
Fire,
and you can get it again before you go fight Volvagia, like, because you're going to need it.
Yeah, and Fabio making the same play, coming into fire.
Wait, Death Mountain Trail to Goma?
Oh,
so it was Trail, not Crater?
Okay.
What were the big chest that was in the...
It was magic. We got from Trail.
Oh. Oh, that's gonna drop you in the fire. You should just let the fairy take you for... Oh, no, never mind. Get the climb up. Alright. Perfectly calculated. I take it all back.
Back to gamer mode, Mario.
Gamer god status achieved. Yeah, literally not a frame to spare. Just like, I got this. Yeah. Calmly just hookshotting with 1 second and climbing.
Fabio has a little bit of extra health in here too, so his timer is going to be a little bit more lenient, which is...
Yeah, 5 hearts is kind of like where you want to be.
Yeah. I mean, both have the bottle, so, like, in the grand scheme of things, but a resurrection does actually take a good little chunk of time, so if you can even save yourself, like, having to use the fairy, it's just better than resurrecting. Every second counts.
Mm-hmm. Especially because, what, Fabio's, like, 2 rooms behind in Fire Temple right now? And I think Fabio was, like, half a Forest Temple behind, and now he's 2, I guess 2.5, 3 Fire rooms behind, so he's gained a little time? I think Favio's actually gained a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, his execution in Forest was also really good, and he didn't have nearly as scuffed a Phantom Ganon fight as Mario did. Yeah, no, both of these guys are, like, nasty good, so... The seed has also just been, unfortunately very linear. Like, the seed has started so many items that these guys that, like, they've been covering the same steps, so... Just, like, the couple of small movement decisions early have kind of just been, like, the gap the whole time.
Oh. Got 8 seconds to get out of the room.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
As long as he doesn't have to climb. Oh yeah, there you go. That was nice. Gamer God status achieved for Favio.
Yeah, doing that jump slash under, like, the time pressure of, like, if I miss this, I have to save quit is...
Oh.
I always forget Favio's a fucking keyboard gamer, too.
Yeah, right? That's amazing.
Dude. Make me feel bad about myself, like, watching this guy fucking, like, crush people on a keyboard. Alright, so we did get a spare small key, so we're not key-locked by Pierre. But just Sam's in the tournament too, right? He's a keyboard player.
No, I don't know. Just Sam, I think, plays with control. Maybe both. Maybe a little bit of column A, column B.
So I think Sam was at SGL, and I think he was playing with a keyboard. Oh, he's a controller player. Who am I thinking of? If I could...
Yeah, see, Alpha was trying to convince him.
Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. I confused him about that. That's what they meant with a committing. Okay. I knew it was someone at SGL was... But yeah, that's watching someone play, like, on keyboard in person was crazy, too. I was hypnotized by watching them.
There you go.
Yeah, see, that extra help there, Favio didn't have to burn his fairy, so saving more time on the resurrection cutscene.
Didn't have to burn the fairy, didn't have to save quit to get a heart to make it across the room.
Yeah. These small little things helping him catch up, because the problem with the seed like this is, like, once you fall behind, like, if you're making the same decisions, you have to rely exactly on execution to make up the time, but he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Every small little...
Every frame counts.
Yeah. So this is interesting, because I was talking, and some of chat, and all of us in general, about the K-Sword possibly being in here, but this does actually lock the Prelude song, which I keep forgetting about, too. So the Prelude song could be something to also lead to K-Sword.
Things change up a little bit also when we thought it was Crater, but it was Trail, so now Magic is at play.
I'm wondering if that makes the Prelude song one of our shadow requirements.
Oh, imagine.
The Prelude check turn, and then, like, Shadow is stealing away the K-Sword. In which case we will not get a Shadow in either. I also have not been counting keys. I don't know if Mario skipped any keys that we've seen. Because...
I didn't happen to see what was on highest score on. I know it was a small chest. I didn't happen to see if it was a key or not.
At this point, Pierre becomes scary if it was a key. I think it's going to be basically a 50-50 between Volvaggio or Pierre having the last item here.
Well, if we wait for Favio to show us.
Yeah, and here's Mario trying to refill his fairy, which is just kind of more time loss.
He's gonna have to die, get this fairy, and then get the second fairy in a bottle.
Why have I never thought of doing this? I'm
usually faster than save quit, yeah.
Yeah, I usually just like get the fairy and save quit to save the fairy, and I'm realizing now that that is probably significantly slower than
now you're gonna get into Volvaggio with 7 hearts of time. Wow, that was insane, just jump right there. I was like, oh, you gotta get that jump first try too. No bomb shoes.
That door resets the timer, so like as long as you get in before the timer hits 0.
Yeah, so you have 7 hearts of time right now. Your 3 hearts plus your 4 hearts from the fairy, which I think 6 hearts of time is what you need to do bomb strats, right?
I think you can do it on 5. It just needs to be like perfect. And I think you can even do it on less than 5, but I don't think you can get the item after. Like, I think you can actually kill the boss and then you'll just die, like in the cutscene, which is still better than... like
fellow top 32 runner Rock Chalk says this is plenty of time, so I'll default to him.
Yeah. Rock Chalk also certified gamer.
Certified gamer.
Okay, so... on Fabio's side, there was a key on Kappa's chest, yeah. Let's see... for this door on, meanwhile Mario is getting with flawless. Volvaggio fight for his forest medallion. 55 minutes in, 4 medallions down.
And that was a piece of heart.
Okay.
So highest score is a piece of heart.
So we have 1 spare key. Yeah, there's going to be 1 key and 1 item between Volvaggio and Pierre. So we kind of hook the items here, and we just never have to worry about Pierre. It's the key in this game.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, Pierre's going to be in the back of my mind for the rest of this race now.
Yeah, it's there.
That's terrifying.
Yo, 55-minute child 1 incoming. Sub-hour child 1, let's go.
I was gonna say we could rush ice still, but we can't.
No, we don't have ZL.
Yeah. Come on, ZL. Alright, that might just be ZL with extra steps.
Oh yeah, wait, are we gonna get the song check before child? Ah.
Oh.
Sub-hour child.
Coward Mario, not pushing for the... I guess we have to do Deku, you have to go child at some point. Lame. Lame, though.
You could have... Oh, no, we don't have Nocturne. I was gonna say, do first 2 checks in Shadow. No, you gotta get Nocturne as child first.
Yeah. Rushing ice isn't necessarily as much about the time as it is the ability to do so. If you get, like, ZL in a bottle an hour 40 in, and ice is the first place you get it, that's a nice rush. If you get hovers in a bottle in river, and you go there 2 minutes into the scene, that's also a nice rush.
Oh.
Yeah, there's been a lot of quality of life things in this game to remove cutscenes and just make the game faster in general, which is... okay. Well, there's just a free wallet, so that takes, like, Tunic Shenanigan logic out.
That's good.
Which is kind of nice. Tunic Shenaniganry is always annoying.
Fabio had a clean jump slash from the falling like pillar thing to get right into Volvagia. Didn't have to set up another death. Still had the fairy, saving more time through Fire Temple than Mario did. That extra heart really put in work.
He's definitely cut the time gap just in like execution and having like the extra health.
Essentially, Fabio is now just what, a boss fight, a Volvagia fight and an age change behind when they were 4 minutes behind going into Forest Temple.
Oh no, troll.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got it.
God, that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, me too.
Right as the jump slash, and I thought it was like a crash.
Yeah, I thought it was like a soft lock or a crash or something. I was, ew.
The last race I conned had a crash, and like I panicked again, man. That troll hole's really unfortunate. He should still have plenty of time. He's gotten a couple hits while she's flying around, so he should have the damage.
Oh yeah,
her, but just
got that sword slash there too.
Yeah,
I didn't know you could get a sword attack in right there. That's
really stupid. You can't damage her with your sword when she's out, but when she's flying around, her head is apparently weaker than it is when she comes out of the ground because physics is a thing.
Huh.
But yeah, it's another kind of, especially with magic, it's a pretty good way to get an extra hit on her. Yeah, she's flying back down, but you can quick spin, and it'll like guarantee hit her as she's flying back down into the.
I did not know that. That is cool.
Yeah. Fabio finishing up fire here. And happy 1 hour, everyone. While we have a little bit of time, let's get our shout-outs going. Trackers today, Veva and Virtual Dante. Commentating with me is It's a Me Lefty, and of course our fantastic runners, favio94 and MrMario. And also Tobias working in the back end as our restreamer.
Thanks, Tobias.
Thanks, Tobias. We get Prelude out at Lon Lon.
The boring play Requiem play when we could do Valley Lake to set up Scarecrow. Come on, Mr. Mario.
Boo these individuals. Not Valley Lake with us on comms. Crime.
Honestly, this is like...
They're crimers.
It's offensive to us, you know? It's an affront to who we are. I won't stand for this.
Yeah.
Ooh, another Golden City. Oh, wow. Yeah, not even a wall. There's just straight up Tunic in Bomb Tree Bowling.
Yeah. I could not tell what was on the arch. Did anyone else get a good look at it? Okay, there's our Nocturne. Where the hell is... Oh, Zeal's just gotta be a minuet.
Yeah, that's what, you know.
Or, Sarios, I guess, is... Easy enough.
We're getting Child Spirit? Yo? Okay.
Oh, cool. We got a Forest to Evil's Bane hit, too. That's entirely useless.
Wait, yeah, what?
Wait, logic. Hold on. Brain.
Yeah, wait.
Okay. Shadow got eaten as well, I think. Because that's 2 doubles now.
We had 2 Goma hints, 2 Bane hints. And the second one's so, like... The Forest to Evil's Bane is so redundant considering all you got was Strength 1 to beat Forest.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Oh.
Okay, so we have to assume that Hammer locks Hovers or K-Sword. And then I think... Is it just hammer to hovers and K-Sword is in shadow? I think that's a very reasonable assumption.
If it's hammer to hovers, you should be doing you could skip Valley, but you go to Lake, set up Pierre, go back adult, and do your hammer.
Yeah, so I guess actually this Child Spirit play makes sense now, because this is hammer locked behind the Prelude song.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. We're not climbing? After the number of qualifiers that climbing was like a huge determination? Mr. Mario, my guy. Alright, grab ZL, that's fine. I understand.
Also, Favio already has ZL and is literally just one Spirit Temple room behind. Like, he made up even more time, and that was with, like, the troll hole in Fire. Like, little by little, like, every few minutes, you kind of look over at Favio and you're like, closer. Closer.
Yeah, he hasn't gone to Lon. So he does have a Lon behind.
Yeah, but if he's got the other songs, can he... Well, he would know that Lon Lon is Prelude by now. Or not, maybe not Prelude, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't know it's Prelude, but... A Prelude difference in a seed like this could be big, too, because, like, without Serenade or Prelude, like, getting from child to adult is... Have we seen the save quit, by the way?
No? No.
I don't think we have, so... For Roars on Skull.
We don't have it written down either. Ocarina memory game.
I think it's weird that, like, if you come out to Spirit thinking that you're chasing, like, the hammer eating a path, I don't necessarily buy not climbing. Especially because you don't have Strength 2. If you had Strength 2 and you had access to the child climb just, like, as adult, I can get it, but... I kind of disagree with, like, the half play of just, like, checking the first two and bouncing.
And it's a very, like, with what you've come up with logic, assuming it's correct, I almost wouldn't even be doing the Lost Woods checks unless, like, I mean, I guess hover boots could be here, but, like, I'd be wanting to try and push out the logic, because if it's hammer boots lock hover boots to get Kokiri sword in shadow, you don't need to be doing any of these, like, Lost Woods early sphere checks.
Yeah, this is a...
Here's a big chest on Child Climb. Favio climbed.
Just open the chest.
Yes.
People menuing before. Just open the big chest. What if that's your hovers? You don't need to play this cutscene. Oh. People like that. That is such a pet peeve of mine in the community. Man. Like,
it's for the content.
Oh, the content. Okay.
Okay, just our third slingshot. No worries.
It's one of those things, like, that's like a huge pet peeve of mine. If you're like 1 or 2 items from Go Mode and you like see a big chest, and then people will like activate a cutscene before checking the big chest, and I'm like, no, you may not need the cutscene. You can just save the time. You can like, go for the chest. Like, if you're 5 or 6 items away, like, who cares? You're doing everything anyway. But like when you're 1 or 2, like, check the item first. And then...
Oh.
I love that little, like, the statue glitch where you just instantly climb it.
Yeah.
Nifty little...
It was in the desert. Nocturne was in the desert.
Yeah, There's definitely still a few things that I would be wanting to check quicker than others. I think one of the big things, especially in your child segment, I would really want to just do Frogs 1 here, just to like clear out the river path and get like a better handle on what that is. Like, it's more than likely just Hammer, but like a sword on Frogs 1 would be stupid.
True.
And then just chasing Hammer stuff a little bit more too, like. DMC Ferry, for instance, or even like Valley Hammer Rocks would be kind of priorities for me.
Valley.
Oh, this was a big chest.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Let's see, so what do we know was locked behind Hammer? It was...
a check in GTG.
Well,
or are you talking about the seed right now, not just like in
the
general?
seed right now. So like Requiem was locked, which gave us Nocturne. And so far we haven't seen anything in Spirit.
And we have... Well, no, we don't have long shots. We don't have long shot or hover boots, so we can't cross the desert.
Yeah.
Ooh, we're getting that Frogs 1 check, though.
Yeah. I still didn't... Did anyone see what was on the Arch in Colossus? I didn't really peek it when either of these guys looked at it, but... Oh.
Oh?
Shield.
Is that Desert Fairy?
I believe so.
Oh.
Oh, no, that's... Oh
no?
my god!
Oh,
Wait,
so that's not Hammerlock. That's not Hammerlocked.
That's not Hammerlocked anymore.
But...
Which side did we spawn in? Did we spawn in the fountain? Because I think there is a difference. I think if you spawn outside of the fountain, I think that's still locked. In a way. If you spawn in the fountain, I think that's not Hammerlocked anymore.
Oh, we got a bean by.
Okay, so... We got a mirror shield, but it's not Hammerlocked. We do have a beam by. Was there something on the Colossus Arch then?
I don't know, because what else would you need a beam for? You have a hook shot.
Yeah. As of right now, nothing, so unless... I thought it was a strength when I, like, glanced at it, but I didn't want to say anything, because, like, no one else reacted to it, and I have confidence issues, so if no one's confirming things, I don't believe in myself.
You should have spoke up, you should have said something.
He definitely looks like he wants it, so... Which, honestly, if it was a strength, maybe that's why he didn't climb, because he knew he could just get a strength 2 and come back here.
Mr. Mario with the pro gamer, big brain plays. He outsmarted both of us again.
That's not hard, we're stupid. I've been in our multi-world calls.
Terrible multi-world teammates.
Yeah. I've been in our multi-world calls. We're not the brightest group of people. Alright. Target in the woods and Dampe digging, both individually dead. Fabio throwing away 50 seconds by doing the Ocarina minigame.
I'm saying, we should be pushing logic. Sphere 0, Schmear 0. You know, we passed that up.
Yeah. That Strength 2 being Requiem locked also adds a bunch of more checks that could potentially be, you know, like eating our path hints and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, usually is a good play, but I'm all in on this logic read. I think you just push everything hammer.
I really should. I mean, I'm inclined to agree with you. That's why I'm like, I want to see more hammer checks.
Yeah.
I'm like jonesing for him. You got a hammer check?
Yeah. This is the type of seed that, like, if you are correct about a logic read like that, too, like, you can cut out so much of the seed.
Which I think if this was a qualifier, you would see that, but maybe because it's a 1v1, you play a little bit more safe and you're doing the Lost Woods and the Sphere Zero checks.
There were
and you figure you weren't child for over an hour, and you found everything in the first hour as adult. So maybe your go mode's in child Sphere Zero, but like,
yeah,
I don't. I think that might be what the runners are weighing.
Yeah, I think the two double paths though, I think is too powerful to know that like you're getting eaten hints. I think, and then you need to think about why the hints are getting eaten. And the only logic that I can have is that the hammer locks something, and you can't get a fire path because of that. Fabio's really utilizing this child spawn, which this is a really, really cool child spawn to use like this. Also, to answer the question in chat, no, there was nothing directly in Fire, but Fire, being our Forest Medallion, locked Requiem, which then locked Nocturne. So, there is stuff behind the hammer, but not like an item directly in Fire as far as we're aware. Kirby, I would agree with that. Also, I think we lost Lefty for just a couple minutes. I think he will be back shortly, though. Meanwhile, you're stuck with me, and that sucks for all of you. Yeah, Mr. Mario definitely saw something on the arch. I thought it might have been a strength, but I didn't want to say anything. We have not seen anything out in the valley area yet. We had it logically with the horse, but no one has actually made their way out that way yet. A lens in the back of bottom of the well. That opens... There was a magic potential path.
There was. That opens up Wasteland, but for Wasteland, you're looking at long shot or hover boots, and
yeah,
you know, if it's hover boots, you're just beating a dungeon.
Sorry, the cat was just scratching at the door that's closed because he wants to come in and bother me, but he's being denied. I refuse to succumb to the cat aggro. But he's really cute.
My cat tried to sneak back in the room with me when I came back from the bathroom just now. Like, no, I'm sorry.
My boyfriend just sent a video of the cat pawing at the door, and it's making me sad. Okay. No. Alright. Focus on S.
Look at that strength 2 that you were right about.
I should have been more bold. Alright, here we go. Mario does not have the mirror shield, though, which hopefully won't be an issue, but could potentially be. He never actually checked the child spawn either, so...
Yeah, no. Which is interesting. Do we think... And now, Strength 2 is hammer locked because of the Requiem and everything, so it's not just Nocturne. Strength 2 is hammer locked.
Yeah, as far as we are aware. There could be another strength somewhere, but for at least as far as we know, the strength 2 is... call. I'm just gonna let this fucking get out. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. That's fine. Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, and actually, well, the first did we have a magic lock key from the child side? I know the map chest wasn't a key. Was the torches room a key?
I don't think so. I think that was an item. I don't think we're magic locked in Spirit.
Because like that also brings the magic into play from the trail path.
True.
So no magic locked in Spirit. So we're not magic locked in Spirit.
I'm assuming Fabio did the DMT fairy when he was doing his little like child save quit segment.
Oh yeah, he did it a long time, like Death Mountain Trial. Oh no, the fairy.
Yeah, because we missed Zelda, I think, and I'm assuming that was nothing. So.
Okay.
Trail path for magic. What was that too? Was that,
we have it's Tagoma. Right? So we have magic and hammer path Tagoma essentially right now.
Magic and hammer.
And we know it's not for a slingshot.
Yeah. It's probably just not. It's probably just shadow. It's the same kind of head logic, but we're still probably just missing hammers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my guess is we're just kind of looking for hovers, and then we'll find K-Sword behind Shadow, or in Shadow. Which I still think means you should be pushing hammer stuff, so I think I like this play to Spirit still more than the bottom of the level.
Same. I expect, because we have we had two bottom. We know Dead Hand has nothing, and then there was a hint that the Lens of Truth's in here.
Yeah.
So like we know 3 checks in bottom of the well are not worth anything.
Yeah, and it's just not like hammerlocked. So assuming this logic that we're hoping is correct, because we've been talking about it a lot, and I'll look like an idiot if it's not.
I can't wait to blame you. Yeah. You know, you led me out. You've led me on this entire path. You know. Tobias.
He's not wrong. I mean, let's be real.
Aw.
So, yeah, this is... This is interesting too, because like, I don't know, if nothing's in Spirit, then what do we push with our assumption? I guess like Strength 2 is hammerlocked, so would GTG?
Yeah, you have GTG. And again, the big thing is Mario doesn't have the mirror shield, so what if it's just on Rova? Or on a mirror check in here?
Yeah, those are both distinct possibilities as well. So. It is interesting that Mario didn't check his child save quit at all when he had his child segment, but I guess it's kind of understandable, because he never really had, like, a need to do it, either.
You're only looking for one item, and like you start chasing logic. You're not necessarily thinking about save quit spawns, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, we have a lot of our warps, so, like, you don't necessarily want to save quit away from, like, a useful location. But at the same time, like, he would have had warps to get back to wherever he needed to be, really. Yeah, I think when we were talking about the save quit location, we were talking about like the fairy fountain, not Zora's fountain, unfortunately. That might have been what the fountain that you heard was also. Also, Mario like swinging over the chests is the way to check those chests that I've never seen before. I've seen people do the like side hop, and if you side hop into it and get stuck, you know it's a big chest, and if you like hop onto it, it's a small chest. But I've never seen someone do the sword slash version.
Yeah, that was... Alright, so...
I guess sword to find out if they're talking.
Mario's earned himself a freebie in the certified gamer pile if he makes a mistake. Because that was cool. I'm going to start doing that. That was so cool.
I see so many people do things like that, and I'm like, man, I don't trust myself to understand that I'm doing that correctly. Like, I never trust the spirit hand peek either.
Yeah, I'm bad at that.
I'm like, I can't tell if I'm not seeing something because it's a small chest or because I'm in the wrong place and I can't, like, didn't load the chest properly or something. Like, I end up doing it and it's small and I'm like, oh, that's, no, okay, you just...
We getting a reverse to GTG now?
Wouldn't shock me. It's a pretty strong play, and I think Mario's on the logic, like, push here. I think that's why he did the spirit stuff the way he did it.
Gonna chase Hammer, might do Valley first.
Alright. I'm taking away a certified gamer moment from Mario here. Oh wait, no, he's doing it for HBA. Never mind. Still certified gamer. I thought he just didn't want to cross at night because of the lighting. But I think he was waiting for HBA to become available, which makes more sense.
Yeah, but he could have waited. He could have waited for time of day and checked Valley. So.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You know.
Certified anti-Valley Laker.
Honestly, are you that opposed to going to Valley? You don't want to spend a little time in there, see the sights. It's got a good bridge. It's got a nice waterfall.
It's got a good hammerlock check that could have our hover boots.
It's got a tent that exists even when it's not there.
Yeah. Fabio got his 20 and he looks like he's running back up river.
Are we getting a Stone Jabu play here?
I don't think he's done Frogs 1, so this might be a Frogs 1.
Alright.
Oh, he doesn't have enough money for beans either. So he might need to play a song for the frogs to get a bean for the strength 2.
He wouldn't need to... Well, he could play a song, but if he just swims down the thing and jumps down the little thing, he'll get the red rupee. He'll get the red rupee jumping down the river. But yeah, I feel like there's some essence of Stone Jabu, or he's turning it in, but like, you have ZL now, you wouldn't need to turn in Rudo's letter if you cared about Ice Cavern. Yo! Well, that was cool. That was from the reverse side. But that was still cool. He didn't have to get on the box. It's just a little side hop roll thingy.
Oh, yeah. That's my setup, is if you go to, like, the middle of the box, if you line up on the right side, you, like, the side hop gets you out of the quicksand. Because, like, even when you're just standing in the desert, like, you sink a little bit and your backwalk speed isn't fast enough, so you side hop to get out of the sand and then immediately go into a backwalk, and the angle works really well coming off the box.
What are we doing now?
Well, you got the bean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're...
he hasn't gotten the Lon, so this is...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Honestly,
you haven't gotten the Lon yet. Commit.
Well, no, this is actually really good, because if he went to Requiem, he would have a horrible, nightmarish time getting back to market.
That is true, like, with the spawn and everything.
This is going to be really good, because he'll grab his Prelude and be able to work right back to Adult once he plants the bean. Yeah, Strength 2 is on the Arch, so he needs the bean for Strength 2 to get into Spirit. I definitely know that, like, my first interview question is going to be about the hint logic. Is Mario? Oh! No, I jinxed it! I'm so bad.
He's not going for 2,000. This is an actual race, you know?
Yeah, but he was crushing it. The first...
1,800, right? Yeah.
1830, he pulled onto the second target. Oh, what a fucking scrub. That's -1 certified gamer point.
Oh, he lost his freebie, not getting the 2,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what the funny thing is like, if he just had, like, an adequate, like, oh, he hit, like, 1,600, I wouldn't have counted it against him, but it seemed like he was going for 2,000 and missed it, so that is what counted against him.
Oh, yo, that one of those was the winner heart piece.
Yeah.
Onward to Valley.
Yeah, baby, go check the Hammerlock, check in Valley.
Oof. Alright, back to GTG. After we check this stuff.
I'm assuming he's saved in GTG because 6 hearts double defense is a very slow death warp if you're trying to take the warp back.
Yeah, it is. So
I know he dropped Furores, he could always just, like, Minua and Furores back from the forest or something too, but... Yeah, since his VC, set quitting is slow too. Is Fabio just now doing child shooting kind of?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
I don't think I realized he hadn't done this yet.
He did chew bowling and then left.
Okay.
Might after the chew bowling maybe didn't have the $20.
Yeah, that would make sense. Because I think he may have been low on money when he did this. So yeah, that makes sense.
I'm getting Castle Fairy. We're getting more of like Fabio being like thorough and checking like, shoot, the sun's dead, and like, you know, like checking things to necessarily not have to come back as child for a while or whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's where it like weighs on you, like when you're in a 1v1, is being thorough worth it, or like has Mr. Mario's looking for back-a-lake hints now, so maybe he doesn't quite get the hammer logic, or maybe we're all wrong.
We have all of our paths, I think, right? So on Fabio's tracker is available on like our restream view, and he has all 5 written, which is River to Goma, Forest to KD, Goron City to Evil's Bane, DMT to Goma, and Forest to Evil's Bane. Which I think Mario's seen all 5 of those, so I don't know what exactly he's looking for in the hint. Fabio getting his bean plant, and as a reminder, he has this mirror that Mario did not have going into Spirit.
So he'll be able to get more checks in Spirit Temple done.
Yeah, he could full clear it, but like, I don't know, Rove is really, really slow. And Mario
It is, but it's hammer locked.
Yeah, Mario also skipped the vanilla boss key check. I don't think he went all the way up, even though he could have. So he's missed 3 or 4 checks in Spirit. Oh.
Yeah, but Strength 2 is hammer locked. Oh, are we doing Hyrule Field for hints? Oh. What hint is Mr. Mario looking for?
Yeah, is he hoping maybe it's a, like, sometimes hint that was... Did he do this without... He never set Pierre, right?
Yeah, no, he never set Pierre.
He never confirmed Pierre, which... sucks,
Yeah, no, we still have Pierre in the back of our minds right now. We could be doing a bunch of nothing for 2.5 hours.
I wonder if he's trying to find a Pierre sometimes.
I mean, like, that is the quintessential committing to a bit, looking for the hint instead of, like, setting up Scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm making a note about this. I'm curious what this hint search was for. Yeah, I mean, you're not guaranteed to get a Pierre hint, but also, like, running all the way to Lake, both as a child and then having to go back as an adult, that's a lot of time, too.
And it only makes sense. He read the back of Lake hints, and then went through Foolish Hyrule Field to look for hints. So, like, we are hint hunting for something.
I forgot Field is even foolish, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We went through back of Lake without a Scarecrow setup, and Foolish Hyrule Field looking for a hint. We're now he's going to pick up his mirror shield.
Yeah, that does look like he is going to get his mirror here. And in his eyes, it is going to be hammer locked too, which is probably like double motivating to go back to Spirit with it. And yeah, it's hard to criticize anyone, but this like thoroughness from Favio is understandable, but I do think it's misguided.
I wonder if Favio isn't sure about the hammer logic, where Mr. Mario is super committed to the hammer logic, and we don't have either of them, like, in the middle.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's obvious to me that... I'll just stone of agony. So, it's obvious to me that... Or, I feel like it's obvious to me. I could be... Mario is very committed to the hammer logic and trying to think that hover boots lock K-Sword and all that stuff, which we have kind of come to the same conclusion.
We seem to be getting a double Spirit, but Mario has cleared most of this already, so...
Yes, but Favio also full cleared Child side, so, like, is not that much behind again.
Yeah, he's got to grab the strength too, and then bounce in.
Like, we're kind of back to where we were, like, in Fire Temple, where Favio is going to be 3 dungeon rooms behind, assuming this is the logic. Yeah. Like, could you imagine, like, the crazy diversions, Favio doing checks and Mario looking for hints, and we're just right back to 3 dungeon rooms behind?
Yeah, I mean, it has been actually pretty interesting. Like, our runners have done a lot of the same stuff this seed and keep just kind of, like, ending up finding each other again. With just Mario, like, ever so slightly ahead in the current dungeon. Oh, it's just... Oh, it's a big boy. Hovers. Boom.
Oh, Yo, Pyro, you were right. Look at you.
Look at me go. Honorary top 32, me. Put me in, coach. I can do it. Yeah, I think this is the play. I think you just... I definitely think this hint logic was readable.
Oh, yeah, it very looks like Mario read it.
Yeah, it's very hard to fully trust yourself in a scene like this, especially in a 1v1 against someone as good as your opponent.
I can't wait to ask him what hint he was looking for.
Yeah. I'm almost positive he's had all the information. There's a chance... Maybe he didn't see the forest to Evil's Bane as the last path. I don't remember exactly where our hints all were. Yeah, I think the logic is the Requiem's for Strength 2. So like Hammer locks Requiem, which locks Strength 2 to get the mirror shield check there for hovers. And my guess is K-Sword's just going to be in Shadow, but it will be really funny when Sunsong is on Burning Cack and it's in Sunsong Grave or something. Or like a fun Strength 3 for OGC.
Also, that particular placement of the hover boots, where it's at, is actually a good thing for Favio, because had it been on like Rova, Favio would have cleared this whole dungeon and potentially lost a little bit of time. Where now Favio's going to do this room, go into the next room with like the snake thingies, and then immediately get hover boots and bail at the same time, and be right back to 2.5, 3 rooms behind. It's like we were shadow execution into like the rest of the game could determine the seed.
Yeah, there's a small chance he doesn't bail out a spirit right when he gets the hovers, but I think like Shadow's such a long linear dungeon, and based on the hints, like I think as soon as you get hovers,
if Favio didn't realize the hammer logic, I would at least assume that Trail only having magic and knowing that magic didn't lock anything in Spirit Temple, you would just bail to Shadow right away.
Yeah. What's going to be really funny is when K-Sword is still just on Pier, which is possible.
Oh my goodness, imagine. Just imagine. Don't speak that into existence.
It's too late. It's been spoken.
No!
Alright, Fabio grabbing his hovers. Yeah, he's out. Okay.
There we go. We got a race.
Yeah, this makes sense, but like, there's a world if you're unconfident or you feel aggressive, maybe like clear further, but Shadow's just so dense and required and linear. You just gotta do it. So yeah, this is coming down to mostly what looks like an execution battle, with Mario having maybe a couple of minutes advantage right now.
I guess I need like a time. I guess I'm gonna see what time it is when he leaves this room, because I didn't check the time when he walked into Shadow and whatnot.
Yeah, I always think about that like after the fact, when it's not useful anymore and it's too late for me to do it.
So he leaves this room at 1:42:43. So we'll keep that in mind when Favio leaves that invisible spinner room, whatever that room's called.
Well, now that there's a dual hint for it, I think it is just the Shadow invisible spinner room. Nice dead hand quick kill.
Yeah, with Master Sword too. Love that.
I have entirely lost my ability to time the jump slashes on dead hand. I don't know where it went, but it has abandoned me. Alright. Early boss key. We are in one item from Go Mode Shadow Temple, so getting a nice shadow layout, especially if we can get like an early K-Sword and the keys, would be nice to just like Go Mode the back, but it's shadow, so that's impossible.
I mean, the seed can't be that nice, so you gotta, you know.
And we will be able to Go Mode Deku, saving a whopping 2 minutes.
Woo!
With things in. I was going to compliment Mario's menuing to grab bombs and furores, and then he just swapped it over to the bomb shoes anyway. -1 gamer point.
Oh, almost.
Oh, yeah, that, I, like, forgot he even had it set in GTG, so he is more on top of his stuff than I am.
Mm. There's not too many troll spots that K-Sword could be if it's not.
Yeah, I guess like the one possibility is there's still a chance it's just straight 2 locked like in GTG, I guess.
True.
You're right, the magic. I wasn't thinking about magic. I was still just thinking about the hammer, but I forgot about the magic, so...
Oh, I remembered. Okay, so it was 1,
yeah,
4,
no,
2,
I think
4, 3.
I think you're right, it either has to be here or somewhere behind this.
Fabio is going to be less than 4 minutes behind, because leaving this room at 14616, 14616 to 43, so at 3 minutes and 27 seconds behind.
No, quick, man.
That's it.
Let's go. Yeah. Big boy.
Of
Classic.
course.
Double magic and shadow. So yeah, I think if we put all of our hints together, I'm fairly confident we're gonna get the K-Sword either in or behind Shadow here. I don't know, have we seen a Nocturne hint? Do we know what song this is?
No, but it has to be Suns or Song of Time.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it's Song of Time, it can't be because Toilet was hinted and Water Temple's hinted.
Yeah, it could be... It could be right side if there's a key right side of GTG maze, but it would have to be like exactly right side of GTG. Or like center chest because of key logic. So I think like no matter what happens here, I think we have the K-Sword pretty much narrowed down. It's just a matter of like... Mario just having fun shooting his hookshot. I think you learn a lot about people by how they ride the boat in Shadow. You have like the spazzes that just like shield flick. You have patient people who just sit there and go take a break or something. Then you have the psychos who hang off the fucking wheels or the bell.
Alright, here we are. There it is. Big Chest says, there it is. So that's go mode.
Okay. Yeah, the seed was definitely logic readable.
Yeah. Yeah, if you read the hammer logic, if you read the hammer logic and the magic logic fast enough, you probably well, no, yeah, this isn't gonna sub 2 because you got an age change and whatnot.
It could be close to a sub 2, but Bongo's actually like low-key surprisingly long fight. I mean, go moding Deku doesn't save a ton of time, and then like a 7-minute climb. If it's not a sub 2, it'll be real close.
And with it being at the end of Shadow, there's not... Anything can happen. I don't think you make up 3 minutes and 30 seconds of execution in a go mode Deku tree.
I think Mario would have to like die on the Ganon fight or climb, and just knowing his execution, that is pretty unlikely with double defense and 6 hearts. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, like, talking to the runners to see if they trusted their logic read or whatnot, because, like, the only thing Favio was definitely, in retrospect, he was definitely over thorough for the seed, but I don't necessarily fault him for that. I think the only thing I really didn't like was, like, the bottom of the well play from both runners. Just given the logic. It's a lot easier to do that from the commentary.
Oh my. Wow. This is a 1-cycle Master Sword Bongo.
Right, +1 gamer point.
Yeah, God Gamer status achieved.
I don't know what his balance of gamer points are, but
I think he's a net positive, you know?
yeah.
Net positive, well, you'd have to add it up.
Yeah, I think he got that 1 cycle also sniping the eye before he started like his attack too, which is always cool.
Yeah.
Sniping the eye like before he starts his attack is great, but I've actually found that like I never expect myself to get it, and then I like hesitate going to attack him, and I end up like not 1-cycling him because I'm like, oh, like shit, I hit that, like I have to go attack him now, and you're farther away, and like it's a whole thing. But yeah, I think you might be right. The sub 2 might be dead. Just, I mean, we're gonna have to minuet and run through Lost Woods, which is a bunch of time. Even go moding Deku still takes a couple minutes.
I think 205 is a good estimate. Run out of here, Din's Fire down Deku Tree, beat Goma, Prelude, 7-minute Ganon's climb.
And here is Favio grabbing his case alert for his Goma. Yeah, when you timed it in Shadow, it was what, like a 3 or 4 minute difference? So I think that's probably been like about the difference through this whole dungeon. It's been 4 minutes.
Ooh.
The scene was definitely interesting, and I remember like making a comment at the very beginning when we saw the medallions of like, oh, Dodongo and Deku probably won't have hint logic because like they're minimal like requirement dungeons, and then sure enough, like this is
turned into Fire Forest and Shadow didn't have hint logic.
Yeah. These are the seeds that I love from this season, like where there is a hint logic, but it's not so oppressively annoying that it's like almost unuseful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels bad in a seed where, like, you know, Shadow is one of your spirit Shadow medallions, and just everything points at Shadow, and you're like, well, okay, like, I'm not gonna get a hint to any dungeon. Everything's gonna be pointing to Shadow, because, like, whatever, but with this, because, like, 2 of the paths were missing, you could logic that paths were getting eaten by certain items and stuff, so... And not to count chickens before they hatch, but this year this is a double elimination tournament, so even the loser of this race is not out, and will have a chance to make a potential lower bracket run. However, given the stackedness of this tournament, I would not want to have to end up in the lower bracket.
Whoever comes out of the lower bracket into the finals is going to be insanely scrappy.
Yeah.
Like because of how good every runner is and how much you're going to have to, like, every race your tournament life's on the line, like, you don't have that fallback. If you win from, like, the beginning of losers to the losers bracket to the end and make it to grand finals, like, you kind of gain a little bit of a mental advantage at times.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to spoil the Season 8 script, but if you think that anyone other than What the Hell's Happened is coming out of the lower bracket because of his anime protagonist arc, Bro's gonna lose in the first round and win the whole tournament through the lower bracket, because that's just what he does. No, it's, I mean, there's so many good runners, like, paired up against each other in the first round. This tournament is gonna be just cinema the whole time.
Some would say absolute cinema.
Yeah. $5 gifties for something like that, Virgil? Come on.
That'd be like, you could at least do it to like a 10 gifty minimum.
Feels like a Pawn Star moment. Best
Yeah, right.
5 gifties.
I know a guy that knows about gifties. Let me get him. Hold on.
You have a vintage What the Hell's Happened anime lower bracket run. Best I can do is 5 gifties. I'm gonna have to find someone to resell this. I'm gonna have to get a collector.
We got to do the paperwork. There's taxes involved. Multiple nations. So. What's wrong with us?
So many things.
Room is always such a troll. Like, the first one is easy and telegraphed, and the second one I have trouble with.
The way I attack, like, the first one, the second one always ends up in the...
Yeah, because, like, you can kind of manip the first one, where if you jump attack in on it while it, like, spawns in, you can just jump attack, shield stab, and it dies. And then, yeah, the one on the right ends up in the Ring of Fire, and you're just like, alright, well, let's dance for a minute.
I just have to point out, like, the B1 setup that Favio does is so cool, and the fact that he does that on keyboard is insane. He does his B1 setup faster than I do mine with a goddamn controller.
Favio has been nothing but certified God Gamer status the whole run. Like, I don't think he's made any mistakes, and, like, the only thing you could, like, point to, like, gameplay-wise, and it's not even, you got troll hold by Favagian. That's not even like a gameplay mistake. That's RNG.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been right on Mario's tail the whole seed.
How long have we been ZSR counting? Not counting today?
I
don't know. I've been in the community for 5 years now.
Yeah, I haven't been commentating super long. I think maybe like at most like 10 or a dozen races at this point. I think. Bottle of fire. Missed that on Goma. See if Mario hits the one cycle. -1.
Not the Bongo one cycle. Didn't get the Ganondorf one cycle. That's minus a gamer point.
-1 gamer point.
Ooh.
Alright, cleans it up on the second cycle.
I don't know. Ganondorf was getting ready to get up. We almost had a third cycle there. Everybody knows the distance. It's like 3 rolls and then you jump slash. But I feel like every time I watch that happen, I'm like, someone's gonna roll one frame too far and not store the jump slash.
That has always been my fear, so I always jump slashed early, but now I've gotten to a point where I've actually hit the jump slash into the cutscene consecutively. It's so punishing if you miss it, that it's like almost not worth risking it that much. Because like if you don't get your jump slash, you have to either like nut strats or you have to hit him 10 times, and it's a lot of time.
And you're at the end of the run and you gotta hit Ganon 10 times, the mental like drain on that is gotta feel so bad.
There was like a jet seed where I didn't have hammer or big orange sword, and I like got into the Ganon fight and was like, oh shit, I have to do nut strats, and as I menued I realized I had like 8. And I was like, wait, I don't even know what to hit it with. I was like, what do you do?
Three, 4,
201, 30 something. Very, very fast race. And GG's to Mr. Mario, winning with an official time of 2:01:32 or something. 31. There it is. It's always slightly off from like the actual like timing of it.
Oh. And we have both runners in here already. What's up, guys? What's up?
Yo, GG's Fabio.
Hello, GG.
Y'all were within minutes of each other the entire race. It was, and honestly, it was kind of nuts. I think what the defining point of the race is, how soon or early did you figure out and commit to the hammer and magic logic for hover boots and the Kokiri sword?
Immediately. I think.
Yeah, well, it seemed like you were immediately. Although, like, what hints were you looking for? Because you started going through foolish areas and hint hunting. Did you not have all the path hints?
Yeah, I didn't have all the path hints. I was missing one, and because I was missing one, I was like, okay, if there is for some reason a path to Volvaggio, then I know that my hover boost has to be in Fountain. So I think it's more important for me to try and find the last hint, and then just on my way to find the last hint, I end up stumbling across a mirror, and I'm like, okay, odds are it's hover boots and spirit. Like,
so
that's why I went spirit in the first place. Is
we did figure that.
Here's a really fun fact for you, Mario. Your child save quit is in Crater Fairy.
No way.
Yeah.
So Fabio got the mirror in child. And it technically wasn't hammer locked, but it was hammer for Requiem anyway, for like strength 2 and everything, so.
That is insane.
Yeah, just a funny thing that like ended up not mattering, but Fabio did have the mirror like I think well in advance of you. Because of that.
And it made it close because Fabio did all of child side spirit where you didn't, but when you went to spirit you then cleared all of it as adult side. When Fabio got to spirit, only had to clear up to hover boots and already had child side done, which helped close the gap even more.
Yeah. I think it's hard. The thing I definitely don't stand by in my routing is reversing to GTG, because at that point I should have realized that a Kokiri sword has to be in shadow because of the magic. There's no other place it could be.
What?
And I like hover boots can't be. I guess it could still be behind strength 2. That's the whole reason why I went to GTG.
Yeah, that's why because at the time, strength 2 could have locked anything, but it just. And you were still missing the other path hint, so like you were covering bases, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say I didn't know if it was like a slight lack of, I don't know if faith is the right word, but the one thing I was curious about was the well plays from like both of you guys.
I didn't have lens, so hover boots could be anywhere at that point.
Okay.
I thought,
interesting. Okay.
But then realizing that if Kokiri sword was in shadow, then the river to Goma wouldn't make sense. So I didn't realize that until after this.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I was just thinking about the crossing logic mainly.
Yeah, but I mean, from like a gameplay execution standpoint, you guys are both insane. Like, you were both zooming the whole race. Like, I think like the one hiccup we saw was like Fabio getting troll hold, which isn't even.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Yeah. RNG got you that time, and that's like when you were really closing the gap because you were like 3 dungeon rooms behind, but then like. Because you had the extra... So when you guys got in the Fire Temple, obviously, Mario, you had 4 hearts and you had to manipulate the fairies around and a save quit to get a heart off the keys. Favio had 5 hearts and didn't have to do any of that. Yeah. So gained a bunch of time in Fire Temple to bring it close. And honestly, like, the big difference is... In like my opinion, like watching... It started from the beginning... where obviously you both did very similar, CAC starts, but Favio got Favio read the pedestal because MrMario, you got the song right away, but it turned out that because Mario, you got. I'm trying to think because you only one tripped through everything because like you ended up one tripping through everything because you had the hook shot when you got the song from Bolero and then were able and already had the hammer from River to then go into Goron City, where Favio didn't go to River first.
I went to River after CAC. And
right.
Was able to go through to Minuet. And then from there, since I had hammer, I beleared Goron City and DC, but then I had to go back and check the pedestal to make sure Forest was in Valiant. Because I did not want to do an entire stone forest just for a Bombay.
We were finish PC, he'll go do forest, and then you like save quit, and we were like, is he just not gonna do forest? And then you read that, and we were like, oh, we didn't know.
Yeah.
But that was the thing, like, so you were able to kind of like one trip through everything with your like, you just like one cycled through everything. Where Favio was in Goron City before the hammer, and then also you went straight to the Minuet check. Favio went to Kokiri Forest first, and you both got a different pack of bomb chews. Like you got the one from SFM, and Favio opened up the chests in Mito's house, and there was a bomb chew in the first left check there, which then kind of helped converge the routes again because like it turned like. While you were going into DC, Favio was picking up Minuet, and then from there, you guys were pretty much within like 3 minutes of each other the entire race. Like, Favio would kind of climb back a little bit, and then like Favio, you were doing like child checks while MrMario was hunting for the hints to find that last like location that he talked about, looking for like if there was a Volvagia path hint or whatnot.
Yeah, I got all 5 hints. If you want to know what you're missing.
I think I saw it on the restream that I was missing the forest path to Bane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which in and of itself wasn't helpful, but it
no,
did help
not at all.
It gives you the information that like path hints are getting eaten by items. So
yeah, that's the information that I was looking for.
Yeah, I think we had assumed that you had seen all 5, and then when you were hint hunting, we were like, "Is he looking for like a Pierre sometimes? Like, is he that so afraid of like Pierre or something?" But it makes sense if you hadn't seen the forest, because we forgot exactly where like all the hints were. But yeah, no, you guys played both like out of your minds execution wise. The routing all like made sense. It was a fun one to watch. So
yeah, I mean, I felt like I played pretty well, so I'm glad it put on for a good show.
Yeah, thank you.
And if anyone doesn't want spoilers from previous races, maybe mute now, but Mario, you get to move on to play Cine in the second round. And I do not 100% know how the loser bracket is.
Wouldn't it be the loser of Cine versus whoever they played?
Yeah, I think it's Angle.
Angle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough matchup.
We were talking, the lower bracket is just going to all be tough matchups.
Yeah, it's going to be scrappy. It's just going to be so scrappy.
Like, everyone's been saying it about every race, but like with 32 runners, like everyone's cranked this year. Like there's no easy matchups, there's no guaranteed matchups. It's going to be just great races. So, I think that's it from me, unless like either of you have any comments or if there's any questions from the chat still. But
I think I'm good. Yeah, thanks for the restream, you guys, and thank you, Marco, for the French restream as well.
Yeah, thank you guys. We will do shoutouts. So again, our trackers today were Vega and Virgil Dante. Our fantastic runners, MrMario7788 and favio94. And us, your shitty commentary team of two Valley Laker girls, Lefty and Pyra.
Yo. Shout out to Bias for bringing this restream all together. Thank you, King.
And then obviously all of you wonderful people watching, without whom we wouldn't need to do this. So thank you, everyone. So, and then both of you, good luck in your next matches.
Thank you. Good luck, Fabio.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck to you, Mario.
Thanks and good luck to both of you. And what I appreciate, some self-depreciating humor. You were anything but shitty, and thank you so much, Pyra and Lifty, for great and insightful commentary. With that, we are at the end of this restream. What's next on ZSR? Well, I think we're done with OoT Randomizer for the day, which is okay. Next up on ZeldaSpeedRuns main will be the Skyward Sword Randomizer weekly race, and next up on ZeldaSpeedRuns 2 will be a Link to the Past All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches monthly race. Both of these start at 9 p.m. UTC, so in just about half an hour. And over on the Silver Gauntlets, the Challenge Cup is about to kick off with the first Challenge Cup restream starting on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central European time. So in less than 24 hours, more OoT Randomizer also of the Challenge Cup variety starting up over there. And with that, all that's left for me to do is thank you all once again for watching. Thank you to the amazing team that made this restream happen. And we'll see you soon. In the meantime, while we move some boxes around and get this channel ready for the next stream, I'm going to raid on over to Adorable Kittens, because who doesn't need more adorable kittens in their life, frankly?
Hell yeah.
I agree.
The channel does what it says on the tin. if you're wondering. And with that, thank you everyone, and goodbye!
Bye.